I don't know if this is in the shot or not, is it? Might just be bobbing into play. Hello there. It's been a while. Welcome back to Whittling Wednesdays, the show where I sit and whittle and talk with all of you. Yeah, it has been a while. I just woke up right now, so I am gonna kind of seem a little out of it. I wasn't able to do a video last week. Just kind of like work and real life got in the way. A lot of stuff was going on, so I don't know if I'm completely centered here. I might try to sit back some more, readjust this microphone a little bit. I haven't whittled in I think like a good week or two. I don't know if the last time I whittled was on camera or not. Things got busy, but one thing I did do is I'm gonna attempt to start over on a sort of tiki type statue. It's gonna be a really simplistic. I don't know if you can see here. I have lines. I'm gonna walk up to the camera. I don't know how visible those lines are, but I drew some pencil marks to try and kind of like guide me as to how to cut it. So we're gonna get started here. Reason I'm doing this first thing in the morning is because I'm currently dog sitting this week, and I gotta see those dogs as soon as possible, but I wanted to film this before getting back later. I don't know if the sun's right on my face or not. It's bad. This episode is gonna be full of, little quirks and probably mistakes. Getting back in the saddle, it's always a tough thing. Ooh. And here. If you're wondering which type of knife I'm using, it's a Beaver Craft wood carving knife. If that helps you at all. Set this over here. Make sure that's still going. Let's just get right into it. Center? No, I don't care. I'm going to be very cautious with this. Probably not going to make a lot of progress today. That's fine. Gosh, there's a lot of sun. Am I... Kind of like maybe if they tilt this a little more this way. I want to like moving forward. Sorry, I just seen the sun come through. I don't want it to be very distracting on my face. If that's actually, I'm sure a ton of you don't even really watch this. You probably more just listen, which is a good way to view the program. Maybe you check back every now and then. Anyway, let's get this a little more readjusted towards me so you can hear me a little more clearly. It's centered. I guess I'm a little more centered now. Happy 4th of July. Always a good day to blow off fireworks and eat food and spend time with family. Also a nice time to sort of reflect on our freedoms as Americans. I know there's, America's not perfect. I think most people will tell you that, but today can always be a good day to reflect on the positives and give thanks for the good things that we have in our country, And freedom's always such an interesting topic because, I feel like a lot of people use freedom to justify being bad or stupid. But honestly, like, what good is freedom if you're not actively pursuing the good over that which is bad? I don't know. Just kind of some thoughts I had. I haven't been up to much. I released a video 2 days ago. Was it technically on Monday? Yeah. Of a 4th of July video. Check that out if you haven't already. I'm gonna actually try to get started whittling here. I want to be very, very careful with this. I don't want to botch this thing up. Like I'm working hard on this. I don't want to accidentally. I'm gonna do yeah, that's what I'm gonna do there. So how are you guys celebrating the 4th of July? Some of you may not even be American that are watching this, so I suppose you wouldn't be celebrating it. But to those of you that are, how are you celebrating it? I know in some states, you can't blow off fireworks, like California, or maybe it's just certain parts of California being an obvious one. Um, in Florida here, you can get away with it pretty easily. We don't have to worry as much about fires down here. Thank the good Lord. Whoopsie. Yeah. I do enjoy watching fireworks, though. There's something so magical about that. As cheesy as that sounds. I feel like for me, my like two childhood like joys were seeing Christmas lights and seeing fireworks. So you had one in the summer and you had one in the winter, and it was pretty good. Today, the mosquitoes are really bad today. I don't know if you can see any flying around me. That sun's kind of back in my face again. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Well, if my face is overexposed for this episode, so be it. I'm gonna stay down here. Stay down here. You follow me, camera guy? I don't know if this might actually be in view. Who cares? Who cares? Now it's like a podcast. This is my shotgun mic, if you can see it. Yes, I can't think of anything to say. I'm just gonna keep whittling. But yeah, let me know how you're celebrating. Always fun to hear that. Speaking of fireworks, I got to see some at Disney the other day, which was nice. My friend Jordan, shout out to her. She got me and some of my friends. Well, I had a pass to Disney, just ended recently, but she was able to get some of my friends and family into Disney for free. So that was fun. So a lot of us went. We got to watch the fireworks show. Always fun seeing that. There's something so like when you're a little kid and you see fireworks, it's like I feel like I hate to use the term magical because it sounds so cheesy, but there is something about it where you're just like, this is amazing. This is like, I don't know. It's pretty cool. So yeah. One random thing, I'm like really bad with reflexes, right? So I sort of can't do stuff. But the other day I was eating pretzels, like a bunch of mini pretzels, and I had them in my left hand. And as I was walking, I like dropped one, and I kid you not, my right hand, without even thinking, just kind of went like this, scooped it up, and then ate it. And it was like a completely right-brained thing. Or would that be left-brained? I think that would be right-brained in this instance. I could be wrong. But it was so funny because like every time I drop anything, it's just like, I was just like, what the? And I didn't realize it until afterwards. I was like, wow, did that just happen? Yeah, it did. Always a fun thing, yeah. The one thing I am enjoying though is what was I gonna say? The dog sitting. I'm enjoying the dog sitting so far because I don't know. Our dog passed away a good almost 2 years ago, and I don't know. To see dogs again is always a good time. Yeah, and at the place I used to work, it was an office dog, and since leaving there, I haven't had a lot of contact with dogs. So it's been a real blast. And this dog's hypoallergenic, or all three of them are. I think one's a Labradoodle, one's a little poodle type thing. I don't know what the third one is, but she's a puppy. She's crazy. But the one I like most is the Labradoodle, actually, because she's like black fur and like very calm, and it just has kind of that very calm kind of old look in her face where she's just kind of like, it's kind of like not like you've given up on life, but you've just become very kind of sober, I guess. But it's like a wise sobriety, if that makes sense. Yeah, but I like that dog. I've always wanted a dog. I mean, I did have one for a while, but she passed away, sadly. This is gonna be hard because I've gotta kind of like, I want this to be sort of like a brow here. I don't know how well it showed up on camera, but I want this to be a sort of brow here that goes over it with the nose, but this all needs to stick out, and I need to like make sure it doesn't. It's gonna be something I'm gonna work on more in my own time. I've been really bad at actually keeping up with the whittling, and it's sad because, you know, when you're busy, there's always that first thing that kind of like gets abandoned, and sadly I think this has been it. And sometimes, you know, one thing I've noticed that's great with whittling, it's also a double-sided coin here, is the fact that you can just sit and think as you whittle. And my mind, one guy, I love this guy, great Catholic speaker, Chris Stefanik, once said, your mind is like a bad neighborhood. Don't go in there alone. And that can be the case with me. Like if I just sit and think for too long, it's not necessarily a good thing. Am I kind of like still centered here? I don't know. This is a low crouching pose. Hopefully the audio is pretty good. I'm gonna actually double check because the last time I shot, it died on me. That's pretty good. Looks like we're running a little bit out of time here. I want to keep this episode a little bit more short. I'm hoping I can keep this as a weekly thing. If not, it can be bi-weekly, or that would be twice a week, wouldn't it? I don't know. Every other week. But yeah, on topic of minds, sometimes one thing I enjoy doing is listening to a podcast while whittling. So like that's become a good thing to do. Kind of lets my mind relax a little bit because I'm always thinking too much. Although you would never know by like hanging around me. I kind of seem like someone that doesn't think on the outside. Like I've always thought that sort of stereotype about men, which are like I'm sure it's got some weight to it, of course. I guess all stereotypes do. I don't know. I don't want to say that. That could be bad. But there's kind of a sort of feeling. And this morning, like, my mind is running slower. I'll give you that. So I guess, you know, it is a little true. But my mind keeps going to other places. So this is kind of exactly what I'm kind of talking about. Like I can't keep my mind focused. Just thinking about that tree over there, and then like other stuff. Wow. But you know, these mosquitoes are really bad. There's that stereotype where it's like almost like the guy isn't thinking, his mind is just empty. And like I don't know what that really feels like outside of maybe like just waking up in the morning and being out of it, because I feel like my mind goes like a mile a minute to the point like I jump 5 steps ahead and I'm on a completely different topic than what I'm supposed to be doing in that moment. So people will be asking me something and I'll be like, what? It's just it doesn't make you look smart, let's put it that way. Then I overanalyze something that I'm supposed to do, and I'm just all the possible outcomes are playing through my mind, and it's like you were supposed to do this in the moment. You weren't supposed to analyze it as you did it. Just like do this, and then I don't know. That's how my mind works sometimes. How does your mind work? Let me know in the comments, I suppose. It's been fun making a lot of videos these days, though. Don't know if that can continue being the case. You know, as things progress, but I would certainly love it to. Again, this is the series that would probably be on the chopping block before anything else, as sad as that makes me. But, you know, I want to continue to improve this, of course, and just kind of like have a show you can sit down and watch if you want it to. If you want it to, you know, watch if you want to watch. Don't watch if you don't want to watch. Do whatever you want. So yeah, I think that's pretty much the gist of it here. I'm gonna start wrapping this up. All I really did was kind of start narrowing down the sides here. It looks okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep playing with it. We'll see how it looks maybe next week. So yeah, I'm gonna double check the time. I set timer on my phone. Yeah. Wait, hang on. You can't do it with your glove. That's the fun thing. You can't do the touch. The riveting stuff, you know. Okay, that's pretty much. The reason I'm stopping it now is I don't want it going off while filming. It's really loud and obnoxious. So yeah, basically, I can't really get this up more. It's just kind of going to be there for now, and we're going to talk like this. Yeah, thanks for joining me, those who did join. I hope you enjoy your 4th of July. You know, take a moment to reflect on the ability you have as a person to, you know, improve and do good. You know, bring good to others. Yeah, happy 4th of July. Hopefully I'll see you next Wednesday. I have to do that awkward thing where I get up and go over to the camera, but you can't hear me, and it's just kind of like, I wonder how this angle looks when I edit. I don't know. I'll see you.